Merry Christmas, Ben 10 fans. If you're a fan like me, you probably know all the best aliens from the series. But today we're diving into the top 10 weakest aliens in Ben 10. Some of these might actually surprise you, and others you might already know. Let's spread some holiday cheer while we break it all down. Let's jump right into the video. Starting off with number 10, Echo Echo. Yes, you heard right. Echo Echo is the weakest alien. Now, don't get me wrong. He's a pretty cool alien with his sonic abilities, but his body's just too fragile. He's vulnerable to heat, electricity, neuroshock, and even the cold virus. He can protect himself with his sonic powers for protection, and Ben even keeps a backup copy of Echo Echo in case of emergencies. Smart, huh? Number 9, Ditto. He might just be one of Ben's cutest aliens, but don't let that cuteness fool you. He's not the strongest. Ditto's power is duplication, and while his clones can be quite strong, it's been retconned that the pain-sharing link between them no longer exists. So, while Ditto is adorable, he's not exactly going to save the day in a tough fight. Number 8, Chameleon. Chameleon is the lizard-like alien with camouflage abilities. While he can turn invisible, it's not as powerful as it seems. He just changes color so his shadow can still be seen, and if there's too much light around, he's at a disadvantage. He's definitely sneaky, but not exactly the go-to alien for tough battles. Number 7, Spitter. Spitter's a green pufferfish-like alien who spits out slippery and acidic slime. He has sharp teeth and enhanced strength, and he can survive poison gases, but honestly I had to place him just above Chameleon because while Spitter's abilities can be useful, his combat potential is more limited compared to Chameleon's invisibility, which is way more practical in most fights. Number 6, Mol Stash. Mol Stash has the strongest mustache, hands down. He can morph his mustache into different shapes, like forming fists or using it for parachuting or flying like a helicopter. He's even lifted a truck and dug into hard substances. But let's be real, his powers are a bit quirky, and not the most effective in serious combat situations. Number 5, Ball Weevil. He is a little bug alien that I just don't vibe with. He can spit sticky orbs that absorb matter and explode at will. His abilities are decent, but here's the thing. If an enemy traps him, he's pretty much done for. He could be completely useless in that situation, so he lands here at number 5. Number 4, the Worst. Now, did you think the Worst was the worst alien? Well, you're wrong. He's actually got some pretty impressive abilities. Enhanced durability, strength, lava immunity, heat resistance, poison resistance, and even limited time ray resistance. He's definitely more useful than a small blue freaking fish, that's for sure. Number 3, Nanomech. Nanomech is the smallest alien, and while he has some cool powers like bioelectricity generation and optic lasers, his tiny size makes him incredibly fragile. Strong wind could blow him away, making him pretty vulnerable in a fight. Cool powers, but his size definitely holds him back. Number 2, Grymatter. You might be shocked to see Grymatter on this list, right? He's a Galvan, one of the smartest beings in the universe, but not the strongest. He's tiny, physically weak, and vulnerable to fire and wind. In the classic series, we even saw him get trapped in a jar by a human. Without technology to back him up, his genius doesn't do much in physical combat. He's above Nanomech only because his size makes him a little more noticeable, while Nanomech's size makes him hard to spot, but still too fragile for a fight. And finally, number 1, Walkatrout, the actual worst alien in Ben 10. I personally can't stand this guy. He's a small blue fish-like alien with a slippery body, tiny hands, and a vulnerable tail. Honestly, he can't do much of anything. The creators should have just named him the Worst, because compared to him, even the Worst looks like a powerhouse. At least the Worst has hands. And that's it for today's list of the top weakest aliens in Ben 10. Did any of these shock you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What's your list of weakest aliens? And before you go, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Have a heroic holiday season, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay heroic.